Alright, so I'm going to show you where to find the installation for QGIS and where to find the data for our lab. If you go to QGIS and just Google it, you will find the QGIS project, welcome. And they're always coming out with new releases, but if you go download now, you'll find that there are a couple different options. It's fine to download the latest release. Sometimes there are bugs and issues with it. I always get the latest one because I want to see what new tools have come out. But if you are more skeptical and you want something more durable, they have a long-term release, and this means that it's kind of a good, stable version that will remain up here for a full year. They update QGIS at least every 3 months or 6 months or something like that. If you have Windows, you'll want to choose between the 32-bit and the 64-bit. On Windows 7 and 10, you can usually go to your control panel and then find your system. Let's see, where is it here? You can go to your system information, and then it will tell you, yeah, see, this is 64-bit operating system. So check out, see what you have, and then download the standalone installer, and you can just double click it when it's ready and follow all of the prompts. So I have the 64-bit one. I downloaded this one right here. Any one of these four is fine. You do not need to do the more complicated installation, which is the kind of a whole operating system for different things. And you know, these are for advanced users, and right now we're learning, so we're not that advanced. For Mac, it's a little different. There are a lot of options, and it only works from Lion on right now. There's 10.7, 10.8, 10.9, and then I think it, of course, still works for 10.10 and 10.11, all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit more complicated, but this guy, I guess King Chaos, has a page. And this is where you find all of the dependencies that you have to install for QGIS on a Mac. But it's kind of hard to navigate, and there's a lot of things that make you feel like, oh no, I don't really know how to do technological things. So what I usually do is I just Google search how to install QGIS on Mac, and there's a pretty good forum right here, and then right here, 10-step guide right here is really good too. September 9th, 2015, pretty recent. And so I just look at these, and that's, yeah, this is an okay page. I like this one. It's just a good spot. This is just a good step-by-step how to do it. So check out that URL right there and type that in if you need help getting it onto your Macintosh. Okay, I'm going to show you where to find the data now. And one of the pieces of data is a township's polygon file, and that is found on the main GIS website. So go ahead and open up Google again, and if you just Google main GIS, you'll get this. This site will be one of the first thing that pops up, and it's Maine Office of GIS. They do a wonderful job at curating tons of data for Maine. So we go to Maine Office of GIS Data Catalog, and it's just a list of lots and lots of types of data. We've got some shape files, some raster, a couple of KMLs for Google Earth, a whole bunch of things. We're mostly concerned with the shape files, but when I'm looking for data, sometimes I'll go and it's categorized administrative and political boundaries, biological, ecological, and you can kind of go down and see everything that's on there. If you're really looking for something, though, I think it's always easiest to kind of Control F or Command F, and this lets you content search the whole page. So, for instance, if you're looking for something on shellfish, right, you can type in shell, and then it pops up and takes you to where you're going. But we're looking for stuff on the townships, on towns. So I've got parcels. I don't want those. One of the first things to pop up should be town boundaries, and that's what we're going to use. So you can click the shapefile icon right there, town boundaries, Maine Township 24. You can download that. And if you want to look at the metadata is kind of the data about the data. It tells us who made it, when, how, and all that kind of stuff. So you can click that if you want. But to download it, it's that, and this would be a KML. You can download it as to put in Google Earth as well. But we're using QGIS, so download that. The next thing you'll see when you download it is that it's going to be zipped, which just means that it's compressed so that it can be small and not take up a lot of space for the download. QGIS will not read a zipped file, so you can either just kind of open it and just open this and take it out, kind of drag and drop it onto your desktop. Or if you're on Macintosh, you can control click it, or it might automatically kind of decompress it for you, uncompress. I use a program called 7-Zip, which is free and it's safe. So 7-Zip is a free program that helps you compress and decompress files. And I think it's pretty good. It's very easy. You can just download depending on your 64 or 32-bit. And when you get that onto your computer and install it, if you have a PC, you might just you can just right-click your compressed file, and then 7-Zip is right there, and you can say extract. And I'm going to extract it right here on the desktop. And then it kind of goes poof. And you might be thinking, oh gosh, what are all these files? But I hope you can remember that a shapefile, remember, is actually a bundle of files. So I'm going to take all these files that I just downloaded and put them into a blank folder here. And I called my folder Workshop 1. So that's the shapefile, and you should have the shapefile now in Workshop 1. And the second file is found on my website. I made this file for you guys, and you go to rumlinemaps.com and go to Learn, and it's the first workshop, Intro to Geographic Information. And if you scroll to the bottom of the page here, you should find a link to complete the tutorial. Please download this linked file. So you click that, and it takes you to a Google Drive folder where it has a little thumbnail, but you go up to this icon right here and click download. And it's not very big, so when you download it, it should look like this right here, DEM_M, and then you can grab that and drop it into your workshop folder. So you should be good to go, have all of your township files and your DEM, and we're not going to use that geocodes file, but it's in there anyway. Then go ahead and open up QGIS, and I will see you in the program.